जय शिव शंकर जय गंगाधर करुणाकर करतार हरे जय शिव शंकर जय गंगाधर करुणाकर करतार हरे जय कैलाशी जय अविनाशी सुख राशि सुख सार हरे जय शिव शंकर जय गंगाधर जय शशि शेखर जय डमरूधर जय जय प्रेमागार हरे जय शशि शेखर जय डमरूधर जय जय प्रेमागार हरे जय त्रिपुरारी जय मदहारी अमित अनंत अपार हरे जय शिव शंकर जय गंगाधर करुणाकर करतार हरे जय शिव शंकर जय गंगाधर करुणाकर करतार हरे जय शिव
Namaste. The story I have chosen to share with you today is taken from an ancient Hindu scripture called the Vayu Puran. It is based around one of the most powerful trinities of the Hindu pantheon, Lord Shiva. Shiva is the master of all the elements: fire, water, earth, air, and sky. The sun and moon and stars are his ornaments, and the mighty river Ganga flows gently from his matted locks. Shiva dances majestically, holding his drum, symbolizing the eternal cycle and energies of life, its new beginnings and its natural endings. There once lived a powerful king called Daksh. He had a beautiful daughter by the name of Sati, and Sati was married to Lord Shiva. One day, Daksh decided to hold a grand ceremony, and he made sure that invitations were sent to all the prominent people in the universe, and quickly started to make preparations for this grand occasion. Daksh had a strong dislike towards Shiva, and he made sure that Shiva and Sati did not receive an invitation. On the day of the ceremony, Sati saw many golden, gem-embellished chariots heading towards the same direction. She saw kings, queens, and gods dressed in their best clothes. Where is everyone going? She wondered. Sati was shocked and surprised that she and her husband had not been invited. She was hurt that it was her own father who was hosting this grand ceremony. Sati went to Shiva and told him about this. Did you know that my father is conducting a ceremony? Everyone has been invited. I would really like to go. Shiva explained that one should not go to a place where one has not been invited. After much discussion, persistence, and persuasion, Shiva agreed to let Sati go. He also knew that no good would come from her going there. Fully decked up, Sati happily set off on her journey. She entered the hall and went to greet her parents. But she received a cold welcome from her own father. Sati asked how it was possible to have such a grand, lavish ceremony without the Lord of the Universe present. Do you not know that any ritual is incomplete without him? She exclaimed. Daksh began to insult Shiva, saying the most dreadful things about him. Your husband is unworthy of being in the company of such respected people in this grand ceremony. You call him the Lord of the Universe? Look at him. Sati could not cope with the insult against her husband. The pain was too much for her to bear. She invoked the fire god Agni and sacrificed herself to the flames of Agni. Such was her love for her husband. And in an instant, the festive mood turned to disaster. Upon hearing the news of his beloved wife's death, Shiva was furious. सुनकर अंत सती का शंकर प्रभ तब धारो रूप भयंकर जर चैतन पृथ्वी भूमंड करन लगे सब उत संहार रौद्र रूप धर शिव शंकर ने तांडव नृत्य करन कर धारा
धातित धातित धाधातित कड़धातित कड़धातित धातित धागे तिगिन थुन थुन नागे नागे तिन्ना कृतक तागिन नागे घिन्नरान धादिन्ता कृतक धेत्ता कद घिगता अता ता धा 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 कद घिगता अता ता धा 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 कद घिगता अता अता धा धा धा.
Then Lord Vishnu came to Lord Shiva and tried to pacify him. Shiva's anger slowly turned into sadness and then to compassion and in spite of the intense pain in his heart, he decided to forgive Daksh. Daksh eventually realized his mistake. He accepted he had disrespected and misjudged Shiva, and he begged for forgiveness and offered prayers to him. Sati was reborn to join Shiva, but that is another story for another time. This story made me seriously think of human behavior in general. How easily and unthinkingly we take the liberty to judge others. Can we really judge a book by its cover? Is it not also true that arrogance, born of wealth and power, can be dangerous and can easily cloud our vision? Respectful human interactions can go a long way in bringing individuals and communities together. Namaste.
Jai Shashi Shekhar, Jai Dam